What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another vlog. So today I think it's gonna be more GTR stuff. I'm very excited about this episode because it brings us one step closer to tune day. As of right now, I do not have a tune scheduled, but the tuner that I have picked out is they are a legit GTR shop right over the bridge in Jersey, so not very far from me at all. And I kind of spoke to them about what the setup is, the goals I kind of want to make, and what I can do to achieve those goals. So he told me to do a couple things. So injectors, got injectors. I got a pump, and I do have a flex fuel sensor. So, and then I have my my big box here from Haltech, all my Haltech goodies in there. So today, I think the goal for today's video is to try to get the fuel pump done, because I've been driving it. I probably have about 600 kilometers. So I have no idea what that is. It's probably like 400. I don't know, probably like 400 miles or so. I have no idea. But I do have very little mileage on the car still. But hopefully I can get some more mileage on it. So I'm not going to really be putting the injectors in or anything like that. I want to put the pump on. The goal for today is to put the pump in. I want to try to see if I can't mount and run the lines for the flex fuel sensor, because everywhere that I've looked, nobody has a video nobody has videos on like how to install this thing. So like, obviously I'm not going to be the one to do all of the serious stuff like wiring and such. So the GTR is going to go to the shop to get all of that stuff done. So the Haltech 2500 Elite is going to go to the shop. That's going to get installed. The wideband controller is going to get installed, and the flex fuel sensor is going to get installed. So that's three things there for the tune that I need to get done before I go to the tuner to actually have him finish up everything. So we got the car in the bay as of right now. I got to pull it up a little because it's way too far back, and we can start working on this bad boy. So the first thing I really need to do is pull this forward, pop the hood or pop the trunk, and start the car and see if I can't run it full of running out of gas here, because I definitely need to get it no pressure in the line just so I can get it down. I think that if this is accurate, it's probably about a good quarter of a tank, maybe a little bit more than a quarter of a tank. So if you're gonna try to do this, make sure that you have as little gas as you possibly can. I've been driving it for a little bit, but obviously when I started the car for the first time after I got everything done, I didn't put any gas in it. So that was, I'd probably say a good maybe 2 weeks, but I don't drive the car every day. I probably drive it once or twice a week. So it is not my daily driver. I have the STI for my daily driver. I have other Evos, so like I don't really need to drive the GTR like a lot. So but yeah, so let's put this bad boy in the air. Actually, no, I just need to pull it forward a little bit, but I will be putting it in the air because the wideband O2 sensor's got to go in, and I'm gonna actually route that to the inside of the car after it's all done. But yeah, so obviously, as you can tell, I still do not have my TEs. They're still up there, well, still over there in the corner, ceramic coated, ready to put back on the car, but I just haven't done it yet. So but yeah, let's get this done, and then we'll worry about all the rest of the crap later. So let's go. right, people, so I decided to take this sensor off here. I don't know exactly what it goes to, but I'm gonna take it out and put it to the side. It is literally just this small connector here, and then two 10mm bolts, one here and one here, and then you could actually pick this bad boy up to some degree, and then you can get to the two connectors here. So one here on this side, and then one on this side. So, and then you can just pull everything to the side here, and then you have complete access to the fuel pump itself. So like I said before, it really doesn't look like it's that bad to get to here. It is just really dusty and such. So yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna unscrew all of this stuff here. You don't really need to watch me do that, but it is just a snap clip here, and then a screw head here, like a Phillips head. Then you can pull all these bad boys off, and then you can have complete access to the top of the pump here. And from what I've been seeing, there's some people that use a special tool so that you don't have to mess that up. I don't have that, so I'm gonna try to figure out how to get that off without actually messing anything up, which I'm pretty sure I can. I've run into stuff like this before, so it's really shouldn't be that bad. And if I do happen to run out, and actually get a some crazy tool or something like that, which I don't know, I might actually just go out and do it just so I don't mess it up. Like, this is a very exotic, well, Japanese, like, expensive car. It's an expensive car, so I don't want to mess anything up on it. So I might just go ahead out and actually get the fuel pump, like, you know, hanger remover, like unscrewer thing. I don't really know what the hell it's called, but give me a minute here. I'm going to undo those, and then I'll probably run to the store and get what I need. So just give me a couple minutes. I'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, folks, so it has been, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes, half hour or so, and it was a complete fail at the auto parts store. So nobody could really get me this thing until tomorrow, and I didn't really want to wait. So I went ahead and just did it the old-fashioned way. I really didn't want to, but you can stick a screwdriver on one of these ears and start to spin it out until it comes free, and then all you got to do is just muscle it out, you know what I mean? So in a second or two here, I'll get the fuel pump out. I'll put it on the side here, because it's not going to be pretty, that's for sure. But there was one positive here. I did get some fuel, like some nylon straight fittings for the Haltech sensor, so which is really good. So that's all I really cared about. Well, not really cared about. I wanted that tool, something fierce, but I couldn't get it. But let's go in here and let's see what we got. So, all right, really don't want to mess this thing up. Don't want to mess this up. All right, so it's not super crazy. I just have to look down in there. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna do this with two hands, because pretty sure it requires that. So give me a minute. I'm gonna get this bad boy put somewhere and clean it up a little bit, so that like we can actually we can get a good look at it, you know what I mean? So give me 1 minute. All right, people, so it took me a couple minutes to figure out how this thing actually comes out, and comes out in one piece. Well, I actually took it out in two pieces. I undid this clip here, and I separated it, so that'll probably be your best bet, so that you can actually get this piece out. Like, you got to get your arm in there, and actually the pump sits like this in the hanger, and all you got to do is just kind of tug it out, and then carefully just gently get it out of there. So it's really not that hard to get it to. Now the problem I see is that, how am I going to adapt this to what I got over here? So my tuner told me to get an AEM 320. It is E85 compatible. So since we do not have E85 up here, we have flex fuel. So my guess is that what's probably going to happen is that I'm no tuner, So I will be the first to tell you I am not a tuner by any stretch of the imagination. But what I think is probably gonna happen is because I'm gonna get 2 different maps. So I run this car on 93 for the most part, but we do have now sheets and then we have another gas station that's gonna be going up very soon that hopefully, fingers crossed, might have flex fuel. So flex fuel is not E85, so a lot of people get that mixed up. So my thinking is, like I said before, I don't know exactly how this works. Well, my thinking is that they're gonna tune my car on 93, get the most out of it, and then put E85 in, and then get the most out of that. And then the computer, the Haltech, will adjust, with the composition flex fuel sensor in between to see exactly, what type of ethanol content is in there and adjust the tune accordingly. I don't know that for a fact, so don't take that, for fact, but that's just a guess. But my tuner did tell me, I asked him, I said, hey man, like, I don't know what to get. So he told me to get a AM 340, that's E85 compatible, hence why it is green. And he told me to get FIC 1200s. So that's what's in this box here. So my injectors are 320s, or I'm sorry, my injectors are 1200s, and my fuel pump is a AM 320. So hopefully I can adapt that. So what I'm probably actually gonna do is I'm probably gonna take this pump out of here, out of this hanger, and retrofit it to work for what I need. See, because the bottom here is the same as what the bottom is over here. So what I might just do is try to adapt that and try to make it work. I don't think it's actually gonna be that crazy to actually do. Get it out of the hanger and get the actual pump off, and then we can see what we can do. So give me a minute, I'm gonna figure this out, and then we're gonna go from there. So 1 second. All right guys, so hopefully you guys can see exactly what I'm trying to do here. Unfortunately, this fuel pump is very small, and this bad boy, the stock fuel pump, is very big. It is unfortunate, but it is what it is. I'm gonna try to figure out something, if I'm gonna use clamps or whatever in here just to try to get this, because what I'm trying to really do is trying to make it so that like this sits inside this and this sits inside of that, so that nothing is off and everything can kind of go back the way it was before. So it doesn't look like it. I'm gonna get that done, but I'm gonna try my hardest. If I gotta put some clamps on this or do something, I gotta figure something out. I don't exactly know what yet, but I have to figure something out, because I want to definitely put this inside of this, and it's a stretch. You know what I mean? It is a stretch. But give me a little bit here. I'm gonna try to figure some things out, and I'll come back to you when I get some type of idea, because right now I have no idea how I'm gonna do this. But I'll get right back to you. Hold on. All right, people. So before we move any further along, I know this may look a little bit janky, but it does work. What I had to do is there was a piece of metal that I did have to fit this shape. I think it was like 1.5 inches or so, and so it won't really go anywhere in here. But I have it clamped with 3 clamps, so it is a little janky. I am really not happy with it, but I don't think that they make adapters that I know of that would fit the 320. So what some people do is they put it 3 clamps or 2 clamps on this, you know, this piece of the line here. And they just run it like that, you know, like throw it at the very bottom here and clamp it like you would normally and then put it in the car. I really don't want to do that because I think that's a little janky too. But either way, there is no getting around the jankiness of this car. So unfortunately, this is where this is going to be. So we're going to keep it moving. I have to, you know, crimp the terminal ends. Well, I probably won't crimp them. I'll probably negative and positive them and do it like that. And just keep it moving from there. So let's just keep it going. So the fuel pump is in. It's very hard to see down there. I'm gonna see if I can't flip. You know what? Let's see if I can flip this upside down. All right. So you see right here. Well, you can't really see, but it goes into a little slot there, and everything goes right there, and then it just like hangs down. So hopefully I don't drop my GoPro in here, but it is in. All I need to really do is to make sure that I plug the tops up, the fuel level sensor, and the fuel pressure regulator on this side over here. So I'm gonna get to that now. So let's go. So all of this stuff is put back together. The fuel pump is in. Everything is tightened down, clipped up, and everything like that. All I got to do is just plug these bad boys back up. But yeah, so I'm not going to do that. Well, I might just plug these things up and put the cap on. And I think that'll probably be it. Next, I want to get the Haltech sensor put in. And then we can see if this bad boy primes and then everything is good. So hopefully that's going to be the case. Then I can put everything back together back here. But yeah, so let's get to working on the front, huh? All right, ladies and gentlemen, folk, now that we are done back here, let's move to the very front of the car here. And yeah. All right, so on my stick light, let me get my stick light here. All right. So here we are down here. It's a complicated mess down here, but we're gonna make use of it. So right about, oh, let me get my pointer here, wherever it is. Let's see. Oh, here it is. All right, my pointer. So let me show you this. So this is the fuel filter here that comes from the tank to the front of the car. This is the line that comes off of it, and right below it here is the line here that goes back to the this one goes back to the fuel tank. I'm sorry, Jesus, like I had such a brain fart there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this line off right here. See that right there? You see that? So that line's gonna come off, and it's gonna go to the one side of the fuel, you know, the flex fuel kit or whatever. So if I can reach down there, I think I might be able to get down there and actually get that this whole line off, and then we can replace that whole line with AN fitting. That is the goal. Hopefully I can get to it, but I have these lines here. Well, these fittings here that are 3/8. So hopefully 3/8 is 6 AN line. I can't remember if they are or not, so we're just gonna have to check them. So yeah, let's get to getting that line off, and we'll get to trying to get some stuff done over here, because that is going to be the last thing we're going to do on this video. I'm probably going to put the, like I said before, put this car in the air and put the O2 sensor in for the wideband for the Haltech, but I'll just, it's literally just putting the sensor on and running it into the car. So it's really not going to be anything super detrimental. So I want to get to it before we get to the tuner, because I don't want him to have to do it if I can just get it done right now. So yeah, so let's go. All right, people, it's probably been about an hour to an hour and a half. I'm crazy dirty. Even with gloves on, it was really tough to get into. But I do have my Haltech sensor all mounted, and it looks really good, to be honest with you. Oh, you can see that. Yeah. So it looks really good. Hopefully there's enough room for the plug to go in. As you can tell, it is kind of tight up against there. But if there is an issue, like I'm sure we can probably move it to this hole here, or we can relocate it to somewhere else. I don't know exactly where, but we'll figure it out. We'll definitely figure it out. But as you can tell, let's see. I am going to, all right. So it's gonna be hard to kind of see in here, but this line here, this is the this goes to the tank. So it loops around here, goes down and into, you can barely see down here, it goes into the stock return line hose or whatever. It's really hard to tell down there. And on the other side, it is here. I looped it around so to give me a little bit more, and I went underneath here, and it loops on to right here. So yeah, I still do have like the tumbler valves or whatever. Like I don't know what you want to call those. It's little like things there. I didn't get rid of those just yet. I don't know if my tuner is gonna want those or not want those. I really don't know, but it is time to try to see if this thing's got any kind of leaks anywhere, and see if we can't get this thing started. Fingers crossed that we don't have any leaks. So I'm going to just put the battery on. I do need to put the fuse in, because that would be good. Fuse in. Okay. All right. And let's see. Hopefully we have no leaks. I don't know if I heard the pump go. Let me turn this radio off here. All right, let's see. See if this thing will start. All right, let's check for leaks. No leaks here. No leaks there. No. All right, no leaks at the return line. No leaks at the sensor. And no leaks at the return mold thing, whatever, underneath the intake manifold. So I think we're solid. I think we're solid, people. So I'm very happy. I'm not gonna let this thing run for too much longer. Oh Jesus! Let me tell you something. I did not think that it was gonna take me this long to do. It was just literally a fuel pump and a fuel sending unit. I did not think it was gonna take me this long, but it is done. Hopefully you guys learned something. Like I said before, the fuel pump itself looks a little bit janky, but I think that it's definitely gonna work. Piece of metal in there, and it's not going anywhere, you know what I mean? Like a couple clamps, it's not going anywhere. So hopefully like the tuner is okay with the way it is. I will be driving it just to make sure nothing happens to it, and I'll probably leave some of that back part untouched for a little bit, and I will definitely check on the pump to see, just to make sure, because like the last thing I really want is for that thing to fall out of its handle or anything like that. I don't think that'll ever happen, but you just never know. So I'm gonna keep that, I don't know. I don't know. I might just put it all back together. I have no idea yet. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you learned a little something from me. I will be getting this thing somewhat tuned very soon. That is the goal. Hopefully very soon, within the next couple weeks or so. So I will be very happy if I can get that done. So this is where I'm gonna leave this video off. Hopefully you liked it. If so, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next one. Napoleon out. Deuces.